And out in the middle of nowhere, seems like miles away from any other buildings, houses, or even decent roads, is a building out in the middle of it all.
If there's anything we love on this channel, it's top secret bases.
We're looking at underwater cities, hidden technological advancements, you name it, we got it. Let's check it out. Starting off our list today, we have Center Earth, aka Hollow Earth. There's a theory out there that suggests that beneath the crust of our Earth lies a whole lot more than just magma and various metals, but rather beneath the 800-mile walls of the Earth's outer layer lies miles and miles of unclaimed land, with tropical forest-like climates, vegetation, flowing water, and bountiful natural resources. Not only that, but it is believed that a second sun resides within the Earth as well to light the lush lands that reside inside. These lands are accessed through holes on either end of the Earth, located at both the North and South Pole, that measure 1,400 miles across. The reason that they have never been seen by plane is because no plane has actually ever flown over them. The magnetic activity of the holes confuses the compasses of pilots, leading them around the holes rather than over them. From the Hollow Earth theory, two branching theories exist. One, that the elites of our known world have somehow discovered a way to inhabit the inner land masses of Center Earth, and two, that Center Earth is inhabited by highly intelligent alien-like beings, and that UFOs are actually deployed from the inland islands of the Earth out through the holes at either pole rather than sent inwards from other planets. What do you guys think?
What happens if a massive nuclear war breaks out and eradicates all our crops? What if certain seeds are just lost forever, so we can't grow certain vegetables anymore? Well, that would really suck. And that's where the Svalbard Global Seed Vault comes in, sometimes referred to as the Doomsday Vault. It's built deep inside a mountain in Spitsbergen, one of the islands in the Svalbard archipelago. Its purpose: safeguard the seeds of the world's food plants in case of catastrophic environmental events, wars, or disease outbreaks. The vault was built in 2008, designed to be the ultimate safety net for the world's seeds. Kind of like a backup hard drive for your computer, but for seeds. Or like Noah's Ark, but for seeds. And as for its location, well, the cold climate naturally keeps the seeds frozen. The facility is also built into solid rock, helping to keep it secure against natural or man-made disasters. Countries from all over the world send duplicates of seeds for safekeeping. The seeds are sealed in packages and stored in vast, secure vaults inside the facility. As of now, the vault holds over 1 million different seed samples, ranging from staples like wheat and rice to more rare plants with medicinal properties.
Next up, we have the many secret bases of Antarctica, one of which is quite similar to Hollow Earth, as it is said that the jurisdiction is home to elite members congregating in tropical lands beneath the ice sheets of Antarctica, which actually might not be that far-fetched when you consider the fact that Antarctica was proven to have previously had a climate incredibly similar to that of a subtropical rainforest. Perhaps that climate still exists in some hidden area of the continent. It is also believed that a UFO base resides on the continent as well, conveniently located next to the hole at the pole used to access Center Earth, which is surrounded by a massive wall. A fake South Pole also exists so that those visiting the continent won't freak out when they either can't find the pole or realize that the pole is actually just a massive pit leading into the center of the globe. Located next to the fabricated South Pole is a police station with officials trained to keep people from getting too close to the real deal. It is believed that there is also a secret submarine base belonging to a group of people that have dedicated their lives to supporting that certain leader of Germany during World War II. I can't say his name on here, but you know who I'm talking about, buddy with the middle mustache. Underground sculptures and buildings are also said to exist on the continent. Are they real? Who knows, but anything is possible.
Good luck ever getting into North Korea. If you do manage to get in and take a poke around though, Room 39 is one location you'll absolutely never set foot in, alive anyway. This is the most secretive, heavily guarded place in the country. Nobody's even sure where it is. There's just rumors as to what goes on in there. Bureau 39 is a secretive organization in North Korea, part of the government's secretive operations aimed at maintaining the foreign currency slush fund for the country's leaders. Room 39 is where the group meets, and it's said to be possibly located inside a ruling Workers' Party building in Pyongyang. The organization is said to be involved in illegal activities like counterfeiting currency, producing narcotics, and international insurance fraud.
Next up, we've got Atlantis. It's out there, but for some reason it's being hidden. But why? I mean, the city would have to be at least 11,500 years old. What secrets could it really be hiding? Well, according to those who believe in the existence of the city being covered up by government officials, religious leaders, or the global elite, its existence and location have been deliberately suppressed due to information discovered in the underwater city that directly counter or disprove the narratives taught by modern-day schools, priests, and politicians. It is believed that all historical text and manuscripts showcasing the advanced wisdom of the city's people are either being kept incredibly well hidden or have already been destroyed, which would be really unfortunate considering the knowledge of Atlantis is said to be powerful enough to create major global reform, taking down big oil and the pharmaceutical industry and rewriting political and religious histories.
Medjugorje, probably the most mysterious place in Russia. One of the most mysterious places in the world, actually, hence why it's on this list. What's creepy is there really is very little information about this place. The Russian government has done a very stellar job at keeping the place top secret. So what exactly is Medjugorje? Well, it's a closed town. The whole area has been a total mystery since the Cold War. Officially, the Russian government acknowledges Medjugorje as a closed administrative territorial formation, which could mean there's a military base or some other sensitive government facility in the area. Towering over the town, though, is Mount Yamantau. Decades ago, US intelligence reported massive construction activities in the mountain, including the digging of deep underground complexes. This led to speculation that the site could be anything from a nuclear bunker, a repository for Russian treasures, a food storage area, or even a fallout shelter designed to withstand nuclear attack. But the Russian government has kept the project a complete secret.
Next up, we have the Dark Pyramid, a massive underground pyramid hidden beneath the earth of the Alaskan Triangle. The discovery was made after United States Senator Hale Boggs, along with his assistant Nick Begich and their pilot, disappeared while flying over part of Alaska commonly referred to as the Alaskan Triangle, an area known for its strange energy and high disappearance rate. As you might have guessed, while in the airspace of the triangle, the plane completely disappeared. But that wasn't even the weirdest part. A search of the area took place in an attempt to locate the missing persons, but instead, surveyors found evidence of a gigantic pyramid-shaped underground structure. It was getting dark, so the men decided to call it for the night, but when they returned to the same place the next day, their findings shocked them. They found nothing. Not a single trace of the gigantic structure they had located less than just 24 hours before. And all of a sudden, their participation in the search came to a forcible end at the hands of the United States government. Coincidence? I think not. It is believed that the reason the surveyors were unable to locate the structure the next day is because the government messed with the electromagnetics of the area, rendering their equipment useless in an attempt to keep the pyramid hidden. There are many theories about what they actually found that day and what the pyramid actually does. The most popular being that it was an alien structure heavily guarded by the United States military, and some people even believe that the pyramid is a massive extraterrestrial power source with the ability to generate enough electricity to power all of Canada, which is where we're coming to you from. So that would be pretty cool.
Royal Air Force Menwith Hill. It's one of the most top secret facilities in England. It's a military base in North Yorkshire that's run mostly by the US. It's packed with a lot of big white domes that cover satellite dishes. And these satellite dishes, they're part of a giant spy station used to listen in on communications from around the world. Basically, Menwith Hill helps the UK and the US keep tabs on various global activities. This includes monitoring phone calls and emails to gather intelligence on potential threats. The information gathered here is said to help prevent attacks or criminal activities, but as you can probably imagine, not everyone is super thrilled about what goes on here or what could be going on. You know, people just don't really like being spied on. Is a place like this an infringement on privacy? Is the surveillance too invasive, scooping up personal information from innocent people? Well, almost certainly, and there have been a lot of protests outside the base over the years.
Next up, Mount Weather, which, unlike my other points, is actually a confirmed United States government command facility located in the state of Virginia. It is the center of operations for the Federal Emergency Management Agency and accessible to only an incredibly select few. Here's the thing, there are many people out there who believe that the facility is much more than just an emergency bunker. It has been said that the facility houses super secret technologies unknown to the general public, including ones designed using extraterrestrial resources. The possibilities range from communication devices to highly advanced weapons technology, and it's also been speculated that the base could be a monitoring facility that controls media coverage to sway public opinions for political gain. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like the base probably also controls the weather. I mean, it's in the name. Yeah.
Alright, we're going to finish things off with Surtsey Island. Surtsey Island emerged off the coast of Iceland in 1963 after a volcanic eruption. The place is a perfect example of how powerful and adaptable nature really is, being able to create new land from seemingly nothing. This tiny island, only about a mile in diameter, became a fascinating spot for scientists because it's really given them the opportunity to study how life takes hold in a brand new environment. From the get-go, Surtsey has been a bit of a mystery, and there are a lot of strict rules to keep it pristine. Namely, the place is completely off limits, aside from the occasional scientist, and that's because scientists want to see how plants and animals and other forms of life naturally colonize a fresh piece of land without human interference mucking up the process. Because of this, access to the island is extremely limited. Only a select group of researchers can set foot on the island, and they had to follow strict guidelines to make sure that they don't accidentally introduce new species. So what's happening on this island? What kind of life is popping up there? Well, so far, researchers have observed seeds being carried over by the wind, birds and sea waves gradually leading to the formation of this all-new ecosystem. Birds have nested, plants have taken root, and some insects have even arrived. Well, there you have it, folks. Some of the most unexplored, secretive places in the world
That they don't want you to know about. We all know who they are.
Who are they? Alright, I've been your host, James.
I've been your host, Hannah.
And we'll catch you in the next video.
Of course we will, unless they catch you first.